I've been using UAD Spark for quite a while now, and after I've gotten my hands dirty inside of these plugins and really put them to the test, I just want to ask one question. Does it still live up to the hype? If you don't know what UAD Spark is, it is a collection of Universal Audio's plugins inside a single monthly subscription, and you can even run this natively on your computer. No need for their interfaces whatsoever. This has been a game-changing feature, especially since I don't use an Apollo interface. These are industry standard plugins that have been used by professionals for a very long time. So when I saw that you could run this natively, I obviously had to jump on in. Now I've spent a decent amount of time using every single one of these plugins, and I want to start with the pros. There is not a single crap plugin inside of this subscription. Every single plugin is really good. I expected them to add some plugins for fillers, some useless plugins, or maybe ones you wouldn't use very often, but every single plugin inside of this subscription I have actually used and enjoyed using. These are great plugins and they sound fantastic. The one thing that really surprised me was the instruments. I expected the instruments to be the filler plugins, but that's not the case at all. There are 5 different instruments that come with the subscription. There is a licensed Moog, and one of my favorites is the PloyMax synth. And in fact, that's all I'm using on this song right now.
I don't wanna get too close, 'cause I've been hurt before. You're giving me the highs and lows.
It just sounds fantastic. This is the PloyMax synth. I literally just pulled up a preset and that was it. And then for the Moog, that's what I'm using for the bass. And then that vocal, it just sounds phenomenal.
I don't wanna get too close, 'cause I've been hurt.
The instruments really shocked me, and they have recently become a staple in my music production. Here I'm using the UA LA2A for this vocal.
I don't wanna get too close, 'cause I've been hurt before.
It just sounds great. There's even a mix knob right here, which kind of looks a little bit hidden, but it just looks so cool. And it just sounds phenomenal. It sounds really close to the original hardware. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference blindfolded. Now, there are a lot of plugin companies that emulate the original hardware and do a fantastic job with it as well, which leads me into just a couple cons with this subscription. Currently, as I'm recording this video, it is $19.99 a month, and you only get 21 plugins. Now, I think that this is actually kind of a good thing in a way, even though I did list it as a con. I just want to mention that every single plugin was great, and you will find a use for basically every single one. But it's definitely something to look into if you're doing a side-by-side comparison. For example, the Slate Digital All Access bundle is $10 a month, and you get 75 plus plugins. You also get sample packs and monthly updates to their main synth Anna 2. If you have to pick one or the other, I'm probably gonna go with Slate Digital. Another con to this is that they are a bit of a CPU hog. I really don't have an issue with this because my computer can handle everything just fine, but I have noticed that it uses a decent amount of CPU even on just a couple instruments and plugins. But besides those two things, this is such a fantastic bundle. I will continue to use it. I think it's just a bit pricey, but if you have the extra change to spare, I think it's worth adding to your arsenal. Honestly, for the Pultec emulations alone, I think it's probably worth it. The Pultec EQ has been a massive game changer for my master bus, especially on rock mixes to get just a little bit more low end. Now, I've mixed hundreds of songs, and there seems to be 5 things that are always true no matter what song I'm mixing. If you want to know what those 5 things are, you can just click on this video right here. In that video, I break down what those 5 things are and how you can use these tricks and techniques in your next song. So click there, I'll see you over there, and now as always, go create.